What are people saying about you behind your back? Hello, my name is Mike Lloyd, and I am a professional photographer in Silicon Valley, California. I have been in the game for 12 years, and aside from being a photographer, I have become a brand development expert. I don't really have a title for that because I don't call myself that, but I've had to learn how to do that, not only for my own business, but for my clients. Because I tell people's story through my camera, and if I don't know what their story is, I can't tell it effectively. And most people don't have this figured out yet. So that's what this video is all about. How to develop your brand, both personal and business. Because for me, they are one and the same, and they can definitely carry over, especially if you are the only person in your business. So I'm going to do a deep dive in branding, but one thing that I really want you to think about. Let's go back to the first thing I asked you. What do people say about you behind your back? I was hanging with a buddy of mine. His name is Brian Smith. You might have heard of the company he started. It's a little shoe company called Uggs, you know, the fuzzy boots. Yeah, we were talking about branding one day, and I asked him, like, how do you define a brand? Because he's done a hell of a job developing that one. He said it's what people say about you when you're not in the room, or in this case, your company. And I thought that's brilliant. So how do I apply that to my own business? People know me because I love wine, tacos, and Halloween. So that's what I get from my clients. And they've developed this connection with me, not the company, but with me behind the company. And you can do the same. So check out the video coming up. The first thing is getting laser focused on your target audience, because when you're speaking to everybody, you're speaking to no one. You need to know who you serve. And one of the best exercises I found for this is to come up with 15 reasons why somebody would book you. Not, because you're a master of light or great at posing or you love what you do or you're really friendly, but why would somebody in their own life before they've ever met you want to do what you're offering? So in this case, boudoir photography. What would inspire someone to do a boudoir shoot regardless of who the photographer is? So when you know all of those different reasons, those are your market segments. That's who you're speaking to. So is it the busy working mom who's put her career and her family first for 20 years and now she wants to do something for herself? That's one market segment. Is it someone who is pregnant or just had a baby, maybe lost all of the baby weight, got really into fitness, or maybe someone is getting married or they just got divorced, or someone is going through cancer treatment, or just finished, right? Tons of reasons why somebody would want to do a boudoir shoot. And when you write all this down, you really get an idea for what they're thinking, who they are, and how you can speak to them. Because if I'm speaking about how busy your day is, you're shuttling the kids around, you never have time for yourself, you don't remember the last time you wore makeup, the last time you had your picture taken was at a high school yearbook, and now you're 40, that's not going to resonate with the 28-year-old who's having her first kid and wants maternity photos. Totally different audience, right? So we need to know who we're speaking to know how to speak to them. I know it sounds really, really obvious, but most people, even well into their business, don't do that. And that's why they don't grow, because they don't know who they're talking to. Therefore, they don't know how to speak to them. Now, there are outliers and there are overlaps. So if you're targeting someone who's a busy working mom, she might also have just finished cancer treatment, right? So there could be more than one category per person. But just pick one, because those things will still resonate with that audience, right? I generally don't target anyone under 28 years old because most people in their 20s can afford me, or they haven't experienced these life events that inspire people to do boudoir shoots. Does that mean that nobody in that age group wants to do a boudoir session? Absolutely not. There are, I'm sure, tons of people who would love to do that. Same thing over 60. I would imagine there are lots of people over 60 who want to do a boudoir session, but my ad dollars and my marketing efforts are way better concentrated in the 30 to 50 range, 30 to 55. And again, that doesn't mean I'm never going to book anyone outside of that range, but my focus is on those specific age groups and those specific market segments. And again, you will get some outliers that'll still contact you. Like if your SEO is good, if you're still advertising to people with good, compelling ad copy and social media content, they're going to find you as long as you're speaking their language. So that is the first point, is be laser focused on who you are marketing to, who you're serving is really what it is. And then how do you speak to them? What do they really want from you? And again, they don't just want to feel beautiful. They don't just want cool photos. They don't want to be a model for a day. They don't just want to be pampered. They can go to the spa for that. They can do any other number of things, right? We offer something different. So what is the pain point that you're solving for each of those market segments? With the busy working moms, it's like you never have time for yourself. You're always prioritizing everyone else. This is an opportunity to reconnect with the woman inside of you who just woke up every day to shine before your career, before your children. And you're a great mother. You're an amazing, worker, whatever you want to say there. But you also need to prioritize yourself without feeling guilt or shame, because that's a thing. This is an opportunity to do that. That is the problem that you're solving. It's not just making someone feel like a model for the day. So consider exactly why somebody would book you and how they would benefit from the experience. That's how you're going to speak to them. All right. Number 2, the packaging is part of your product. If you get, just say, a box from your print lab that has an album in it and serve it to your client like this, that's like having the most amazing date you've ever been on, where there was just tons of chemistry. You connected like you've known each other for years. Everything was just amazing. You couldn't wait to go out on the next date. And at the end, they like high five you and they're like, cool, catch you later. And then no second date, no kiss goodnight. What just happened, right? You had this amazing experience and then you end it on a low point. So, unless you're really into high fives. But the packaging is part of your product. How you deliver things is part of your product. So these custom made bags, right? Everything that I do is matte black with silver foil. So these are no exception. My photo cases that small prints go in. I have larger bags. I have huge bags for wall art. I have tons of stuff. It all looks the same. It's all on brand for me. And I put black and then silver tissue paper in there, and I deliver it like a present because that's what I want them to feel like they're opening a present when they get their stuff. They're already stoked to see this album. They already had an amazing experience. Now I can deliver this experience where they're opening a present. It's like their birthday or Christmas or any other time you'd open a present. I've had clients even look at my stuff and they're like, I don't even want to open it. The packaging is so cool. I'm like, well, you should probably open it because your photos are inside. So you don't need to spend a ton of money on this stuff. My average cost per client in packaging is like $2, and it makes a world of difference. So rather than just sending somebody a link to a Google Drive, right? Matte black, silver foil logo, engraved crystal USB inside. That's how I can deliver. Digital's in that case. It's just, again, this cost me like $7. And I'm more than making up for that in my actual pricing and my print sales, right? Because I've structured my prices to reflect the level of service I'm giving. And it's a game changer. And it's added value. So on your menu, when you're doing your pricing, with your packages, you can include, an engraved crystal USB with custom case, containing photos, $500 value, whatever, right? I wouldn't sell this a la carte for $500 because I don't know. That's just not how I structure my menu. But you can give it a value and somebody sees them and they're like, oh, that's like a Tiffany's box. It looks so cool. They don't even question it. It's obvious added value. So I'm delivering the same stuff, but how I package it makes a world of difference. So consider how you're packaging your own stuff. Are you just handing over your prints in the clear cellophane that the print lab gives you? Or can you get some of this stuff? Well, I really hope you learned a ton from that video. There was a lot that we got into. And if you have any questions about any of it, post them in the comments down below. I am happy to help however I can. If you want some more resources on how to develop a brand, check out a book called Brand Seduction by Daryl Weber. I'll post the link down in the notes below. Also, I've got a killer video on boudoirguild.com all about developing a brand for your company. So if you want me just to walk you through step by step how to do it and save you all the time and trouble, head over there and pick up that training. It is going to totally change your world, and you will understand that pun when you sign up for it. If you have any other questions, again, post them down in the comments below. I've got other great videos on this channel about how to make money with your camera. You are amazing. We'll see you inside.